Oh, you got Charizard on me. We'll get it. What's up, Shadowcat? Charizard's a spooky character. Like, especially after they added him the ability for him to cancel his dive kicks, he doesn't have to commit to that anymore, and he gets extra gliding, so he can just hang in the air forever when he's got his burst. And then you wanna, you have to switch it to Shandy for all the rest of them too. Sorry guys, while we were in round 1, we were working on fixing the bracket stuff.
Yeah, some people were asking about it,
So, Helios getting that round 1, I saw what looked to be at least a debuffed Hex. I don't know if it was double debuffs or not. That overheat is going to eat all those Flare Blitz hits, but it's still going to push us into field phase and do more damage to Zyril than it will Helios. Unfortunately, that puts Helios in that weird double debuff state. Ooh, Zyril going for the Flare Blitz in field phase, which he did not do to me at all. And Helios catching that with his backline. We've now got Unga Bunga mode activated. Like, oh! No response from Zyril for burst call and getting 8 wide. Ooh, Helios just deciding to press the button because he saw Zyril go for the dive kick cancel, and he canceled it because he can do that now, baiting out the burst from Helios because there's no commitment.
But Helios is still alive, so he can still come back.
Still has that chance, yeah. Shadow, it's called Unga Bunga mode, you know? Like, they just get to, they press the button, and they're in burst, and now they just get to Unga Bunga, you know? Ooh, Zyril getting caught jumping and hovering. Unfortunately, if Charizard does anything other than block, or just not, like if he jumps or presses any button at that range, he gets lasered.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. That's he got caught right there because he was playing way more impatiently there than he was in the set that I was at. He did not let me catch him with a single laser at range in my set.
Yeah, I think that's right, because I remember when I was watching, because I actually did mention that. I was just like, there's not many lasers, and whenever you did, you were missing them, so.
Yeah. Like, that was a huge factor for him there, was that he was playing extra patiently, and I was waiting for lasers to do things. And they just weren't. Helios getting another overheat there on Zyril coming in. That was another thing. Every overheat I threw out, he actually was, like, waiting back.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't get a single overheat against him. Ooh, Helios getting just that little bit of synergy down on Zyril, but Zyril's meter is actually surprisingly full right now.
Yeah,
and he's actually got round 1 burst on deck.
One nice grab. And he gets to save the burst, too, now.
Yep, he gets to save the burst. Unga Bunga mode is on deck going into game 2. Or going into round 2 of game 2, with him already having that momentum of having that round in his favor.
Yep. It also gives him some time to adapt too, so now he actually has some momentum on his side.
He definitely does. Ooh, getting caught in that weird, I can't do anything because there's a wall of things in front of me. Oh, Helios trying to call that jump and he didn't quite get it. But
I think he was hoping that he was going to move or something there.
I think so. He pressed it early on the thing, and now it's just normal burst mode, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
But he's got the fear factors gone, and
missed.
Helios has the burst of his own. Unfortunately, as we just saw, missing the confirm from the second 5Y. If he only did single 5Y, That would have connected. The second one pushed him just barely out of range. Getting the Disco Inferno going on in the background to try to get those overheat debuffs down. Now we're in the corner, both players holding shield. Ooh. The 4Y defense from Shandy. That's one of the few moves that Shandy has, the 4YY, that is actually plus on block.
Yeah.
One of the few moves that rarely gets to be used because you have to be so close to use it.
Just walks up for the grab.
It's a thing.
Yep.
Going for the 5YY. Caught doing the smog. Gets put in the corner. Boonga Boonga mode is up. Oh. Helios just saying, you know, I think he's gonna grab here, and getting it right. Going for the grab off of the Fire Punch, but the Fire Punch keeps him in the air. Seismic Toss is gonna end this game. Game 2 going to 0.
I kind of see a reset happening. I don't know though, but we'll see.
It's entirely possible.
It's possible. It's always possible.
Like, I think the reset is 100% possible. That second game right there, he played a lot more patiently than he did that first game. I think he's kind of cooled down a bit, and he's getting the head back on that he had while he was playing against me.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, was extremely patient. Uh-oh. The accidental pause, not losing anything there though, because we were in a point where he was like not punishable or anything. He was still falling back.
Well, the thing is, the pause only affects him anyways.
That too. One of the nice things kind of about how this game is that like the pause only affects the player who does it.
Well, I mean, in theory, this is technically network play. It's a slant, so that means each console is separate.
Exactly. One of those strange benefits that you wouldn't think about.
It's one of the few benefits. Well, actually, there's a lot of benefits, but it's just the equipment.
Zyril going in with the slashes and keeping himself in the air.
Threw out one of those lasers.
Now, Helios has the round. He's got burst on deck, but Shandy's burst isn't really too much to be afraid of.
Yeah.
It is when you get closer, but you can bait a lot of things.
Oh, that overheat.
No. Both players just pressing their buttons there, and the overheat happened to be the better button in that situation. Oh, Helios went for minimize, but that doesn't avoid grabs anymore. Seismic Toss getting there.
Both going to burst.
Both players going to burst. Boonga Boonga mode, it's gonna happen.
Yep, it's gonna happen. Gotta respect it. Everyone in the chat's been saying it. We've had conversations. Where's the respect?
Like that's really the thing here, is that once Charizard gets that burst, he's horrified.
Yeah.
Everything up until then, you gotta play it. The Charizard has to play it really, really smart. And then that burst comes out, and it's terrifying. And he's been getting a lot of his bursts. He's had like 2 each set, or 2 each game, and it's horrifying.
It's scary. I mean, when I played him, it was really difficult. Like, I didn't know about the whole hanging in the air thing either, so I kind of went that blind. So.
Well, and we saw with Nickelcat where that hanging in the air was a huge factor.
It was.
He was in the air for so long. And then Zyril had the knowledge of, like, you know, if I land on the ground with an attack, I can still mash burst.
Yep.
And he did it. Nick didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. Nobody expected it to happen. And right there, I mean, he just ended the game in burst, game 2 for this first set going to, or game 3 going to 0. putting him up 2-1. And I mean, he gets in your face.
Yep.
You don't want to press anything because you're scared. You almost don't want to block because you're scared.
Yep.
You're just scared.
You're just scared. I mean, the thing is, just not a lot of options. I think that's the issue. So.
Like, that set, or that game, just ended with a seismic toss because Helios was scared. And there's not a lot you can do.
Well, hopefully Shadowcat doesn't lose his job. But besides that, let's get back to the game. Oh, that overheat got the block in.
Oh,
We got the tiny one. The tiny
overheat.
one.
The tiny overheat catching that seismic toss. Fun fact, tiny overheat will break counters, but they have to still be charging it by the time that tiny overheat explodes. Oh man. Ooh, that's a situation where an 8Y would have dealt with that. But Zyril's actually been keeping his mix-ups in the corner really strong.
Yeah, he has.
He's made well of, you know, forcing the opponent to pick an option that has a losing situation. That tail falling just short of hitting out of the, or hitting Helios out of the Will-O-Wisp. Oh, Smog will deal with that.
The thing is, Zyril's only one round away for the reset.
He is. You are not wrong.
Yep.
And he's got Unga Bunga mode on deck. It's a little early in the life totals for the round, but like, if that lands, it changes everything about what's happening.
It changes everything, but also, I think he's kind of like just like they're there. But I think he also has the opportunity to get his synergy back up. So, I mean, he didn't really have much to risk.
Exactly. And like, even if he loses this round, he's playing with the cheer that gives him 40% guaranteed at the start of round 3. And I mean, like I said, he landed that burst. Oh no!
Oh.
But still, he landed that burst, and it turned the round around.
It did.
And now he's got almost full synergy, and as soon as this round starts, I think he gets a little bit more. Not quite. Okay. But he's still almost full again.
Yep. It's good management of his meter.
Yeah. No, he does extremely well at that. Oh no, goes for the basic grab punish on overheat, but that's not actually real. It's only real if you're pushed in a corner and they overheat.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have the chance to push you away. But he got right back in despite getting pushed back by that Reshiram. Seismic toss, he just did it. It lands with enough time to block the Smog. That 8Y into 4A is really important right here. Helios has to keep that meter down if he doesn't want to get reset right now. Ooh, that's not gonna catch him from the air. Yep.
And there's a lot of pressure right here for.
He's got the little overheat. He gets kicked out of it and just tossed.
Well, I guess we got a reset, boys.
That is a reset from Zyril in Grand Finals. We are going to second set, loser side. We got Grand Finals 2 Electric Boogaloo right now.
Guess we do.
With a Charizard resetting the bracket on a Shandy. Ooh, the quick, uncharged fireball, knocking Helios out of the laser. Dropping the combo, but getting the American reset?
American reset, that's what we call it.
Getting the American reset. You know, I dropped the combo on purpose so I could reset.
Well, yeah, you gotta maximize that damage. That's
Exactly.
what you're doing.
Oh, even if that grab was valid, Zyril was high stancing, which is immune to grabs. Zyril was ready
Yeah, he was.
for that grab.
That's a quick first round.
First round going to Zyril.
Round 2.
Getting that fireball into counterattack combo. It's really unique, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
I wish I could combo with my counter, or even combo out of my counter. Boonga Boonga mode is online. That shield's looking mighty weak.
Yeah, it is.
So that's really big here because that pushes Helios' synergy down. And now he's in a situation where
Oh.
Zyril can just play with him.
Yep. Just making him play his game, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Playing at his pace. And making Helios do what he wants.
That is game 1 of Grand Finals Electric Boogaloo going to Zyril. We're seeing a lot of Boonga Boonga mode right now.
Yeah, we are. A lot of bursts, a lot of synergy, a lot of buzzwords, a lot of things.
Like, it's the synergy management and the burst management that Zyril got that's just so strong for him.
It is. I mean, for a character there, when they go into synergy and bursts, like, they're unstoppable in some ways.
Helios doing everything he can to push Zyril back here and just make him feel the pain. He doesn't want Zyril to get in and get any damage. He doesn't want Zyril to be able to do anything to build that meter. Ooh, Zyril going back for those nuggets and turning around with the fire punch to punish the homing attack. You know, his synergy meter was almost empty.
Now
he got
it's
that
almost
fire
full.
punch and now it's almost full.
Yep.
It's insane.
Now it's full.
Oh, wow. Full synergy and that grab was a crit and he was in rage. So it just ate him.
Yeah, it did.
Round 2.
I mean, Zero's doing a really good job reading his opponent because even when Helios was changing it up, he was able to adapt very quickly.
Flare Blitz getting caught with the 8Y there. Getting just that one little foray from Helios to eat some synergy, but taking damage gives you meter, and that meter's right back. There it is, the jumping. He pressed a button that wasn't blocked, and he got hit by the jump laser. It's spooky time. Oh, he was ready for that overheat. He was so ready for that overheat to happen. 4A buying Helios some time away from that burst mode. Another 4A.
Oh, wow.
Not quite
That did not
finishing.
finish it?
I think this laser connects just to get the round. But, you know, we've got full meter on both players.
I mean, sometimes it just makes sense to go for round 2 because, like, there's no point in fighting back because especially if you have to lead like him, might as well like take advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, in that situation, if Helios had burst that last round, I'd have almost just said, okay, finish me.
Yep.
Because then, you know, Helios wouldn't have meter. Zyril would go into round 3 with a full burst meter.
Exactly.
Like, it's not a bad idea
No.
to just play around the resources available to each player. It is a very legitimate strategy. Like, I've done it, you know, dealing with, like, Mega Gengar.
Yep.
If that comes out round 2, sometimes I'll go, alright.
Yep.
And, like, if I choose that first round, I'll go, okay. Alright. I'll try not to lose, but if I do, it's no big deal.
Yep.
Ooh, not quite being able to jump in time, and he does get put back into regular Charizard. Helios going for a wild Hex, and Zyril just going straight in. We're looking at a clean second set from Zyril. He is up 2-0 in Grand Finals second set. Zyril is looking to do what most Charizards would love to do.
Yeah.
Which is just throw shandies around and say, I'm the boss now.
I mean, I think that's what Charizard needs to do.
It really is.
Yep. And that's what he's doing.
Oh no, he had a good idea. He hit checked the overheat, but he was too quick to come back in.
The good thing is, though, he barely got hit by that.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, he got hit by the overheat, but he barely got hit by it. Helios still took some damage from the hit
Yep.
check.
It was almost equal in some, like, I think.
Like, even now, Helios is still at a health
Yep.
deficit. Oh, Helios is just starting to get scared and hold shield a little bit. He needs to slow himself a little bit and wait. Got caught doing a 5x. Ooh, he was waiting for the jump, tried to call it out, and it didn't happen. This is a really scary situation for Helios. Bunga Bunga Bode's on deck. He could just lose right here. That back wipe, taking a trade, I'd call it better in Zyril's favor. Both players playing really patient
Yep.
right here.
I mean, Helios cannot make a mistake.
No. Even then, this is still not a favorable situation because now they have to deal with field phase,
Yep.
or with dual phase, and Helios was trying to stay in field phase. Overheat is going to catch right here, and we're at full screen. Zyrill's going to try to work his way in. He still has that burst if he really needs it, or if he really wants it.
Oh, there he
He
goes
is
for
going
it.
to try to end it. Helios is going to pop his to push Zyril away just a little bit. Zyril is just going to hang out in the air. He's going to do what he normally does. Ooh. Instead of trying to bait out his opponent, he just pressed it.
Yep.
He just did it.
I think he was like waiting for Helios to do something like kind of crazy or something unexpected, but
It's not unfair to assume that either. Oh no, that 8Y came out just a little bit too soon. And that's going to be the tournament. Zyril getting a clean 3-0 on Helios to win our Lansing monthly. Wow.
that was a great match.
Doing what most people would think would be impossible for Charizard.